So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Runde Morrowind. Wir sind hier in Viveks Appartement, wo er die ganze Zeit nur rumsteht und vor sich hin floatet. Irgendwie müsste es doch ziemlich langweilig sein eigentlich. Na gut, egal. Ich meine, er hat hier nicht mal eine kleine Konsole, wo er hier Computerspiele-Dingsbums hinbaut oder so. Und auch hier und so überhaupt und generell. Aber wir waren ja noch nicht fertig mit ihm. Wir wollten ja noch eine Runde mit ihm reden. Was this something else? So, ich hatte auf Council geklickt, glaube ich. Ja. Und mal wieder eine Zeit aufschreiben. Juhu, ich freue mich so. Das müsste ungefähr... Mein Kugelschreiber ist defekt. So. Bei Sekunde 35 gewesen sein, aber das ist jetzt schon vorbei. Egal. So, wir waren hier und wollten mit ihm schwatzen. Ein bisschen. Where is Ur? Ur has never ventured out of the Hrnchamd, the place under Red Mountain where the heart of Lorcan lies. It is there or nearby that the constructing of new god Akulakan you know as second new medium. That he is constructing a new god or nearby. Also known, nicht you know. Ich kann gerade nicht lesen, ist unglaublich. Ur's plan. We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating Thick's house cultists and victims of dream compulsion, and from our studies of Ur's actions, the temple scholars and inquisitors, yeah, passt schon, have prepared a document Ur's plans that summarize what we know or suspect. Take this copy, it's also available in my library. So, dann brauchen wir noch die Servietten quasi. Chief among his servants are his 7 brothers. Seine 7 Brüder, er hat 7 Brüder. The Ash Vampires. Powerful hardwings and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but always are revived at the heart. Somehow Ur has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them. Or perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Who is Ur? Ur is the former Lord High Counselor of House Dagoth. He was Lord Nerevar's generation older. He was of Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears by turns lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Ur's powers. He is able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsion or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh and the flesh of his followers evolves towards a mutable magical form. Ur and the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of the flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Und das ist diese Corpus Disease offenbar. What is known about Dagoth-Ur's defenses? Confer with the Ordinators and Buyad Armigers garrisoning Ghost Gate for the latest information about the defense of the citadels of Dagoth-Ur and his hard-white kin. How can I prepare for battle against Dagoth-Ur? Who can help? Prepare for war. Beyond the ghost fence, there are no safe places, no allies. Stockpile resources, plan for retreat and replenishment, quest for artifacts of power. Das kann ja noch lustig werden. Who can help? He is able to send his mind into the dreams as Ich sagte, who can help? Who can help? Ordinators and beyond armigers stationed at the Ghost Gate have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside the ghost fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. So, counsel, Dagoth-Ur, Dagoth's defenses, Dagoth's plans, then servants, defeat, Malib, prepare for battle, Red Mountain, where is Sage? Okay. Und ich habe herausgefunden inzwischen, wenn ich auf Business klicke, dann gibt es noch ein paar Punkte mehr, über die man sprechen kann. Wobei ich das jetzt gerade ein bisschen ätzend finde, dass ich... Bitter recrimination, okay. Actually, I believe we've finished our business. I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. Now you are my guest. I am your host, and we have time for explanations, or counsel, or questions, or bitter recriminations if you like. Or you may leave as you wish. If you wish. As you wish. But I think before you leave you should hear how to defeat Dagoth-Ur and how you must use the artifact Wraithguard. You want to know, why did I wage war on the Nerevarine? Yep. Why did I try to suppress the Apocrypha? Why did I persecute the dissident priests? Why is Dagoth-Ur winning the war? How does the tribunal fight Dagoth-Ur? What are Wraithguard's powers? Why did I try to kill you? Because you threatened the faith of my followers, and I needed the faith to hold back the darkness. And I thought you were my enemy, a pawn of the subtle Dedra Lord Asura, or a pawn of the Emperor Uriel Septim, or a simple fraud, perhaps a hero, but not much of one if my faithful could destroy you. Now circumstances are altered. I need you, and you need me. Suppress the Apocrypha. Why did I suppress the Apocrypha? Because it was such an unfortunate mixture of truth, falsehood, speculation that I couldn't afford to manage the confused reaction of our faithful. Any doubt whatsoever weakened their faith, and we needed their faith to give us the power to maintain the ghost fence. In retrospect, perhaps we lost the faith of those we most needed while preserving the faith of the meek and indifferent. Perhaps a mistake was made, who can say? So, persecute the dissident priests. Suppression and persecution of dissident is just one of the standard tools of statecraft. Ja, genau. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Baral Salah. He and his ordinators served valiantly in the war against Dagoth-Ur. We mistook his misplaced zeal for energy and dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. So, tribunal fight Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur winning. Dagoth-Ur is winning because he is close to the source of power, Hrnchamd's heart, and because he retains the passion of madness, while we have settled into the lonely and unrewarding posture of dark dutifulness and perseverance. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was das heißt. And finally, perhaps because he is stronger and smarter than we are, and his followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe we were careless and complacent, and outwit, and in the matter of denying the Nererin, we were foolish. So, da musste ich mich mal wieder räuspern. Ist ja ein Hobby von mir und deswegen muss das ab und zu sein. So. Tribunal fight Dagoth-Ur. In the past, the tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Dagoth-Ur and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, when we realized we couldn't destroy them, we created the Ghost Fence to contain the threat. These solutions were effective until Dagoth-Ur ambushed us and captures Zaldiir and Keening. Since that time, ach ja, die muss ich auch noch holen. Our fortunes have waned as his increased, genau. Also, sind zurückgegangen, während die seinigen. So. Wraithguard's primary function is to protect the wearer from the fatal energies of the artifacts Zaldiir and Keening. It also has minor protective enchantments against physical and magical damage that you may find useful. Okay. So, weiter oben gab es ja noch mal ein bisschen mehr. Council hatte ich ja schon. Genau. Bla bla bla. Questions. You are curious. What really happened at Red Mountain? What really happened to the Dwemer? Genau. What was the Dwemer's sin? What is it like to be a god? Do I remember being mortal? How do I feel about the people of Morrowind? Red Mountain interessiert mich gerade nicht, weil Red Mountain ist einfach nur da und Dagoth-Ur. Ach nee, stimmt, eine Bibliothek. I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have no sense of them in the timeless divine world outside of mortal time. And, in fact, if I did believe they existed, I would be in no hurry to make contact with them. They may, with some justice, hold the dumb race responsible for their fate. My intuition is that they are gone forever, and that is perfectly fine with me. Dwemer's sin. The sin of the Dwemer was the creation of a new god from the substance of a dead god, Hrnchamd. That is also the sin for which we would destroy Dagoth-Ur. I hesitate to call it sin, more properly call it destructive evil. The sin of the tribunal, however, is in the breaking of an oath to Athura to forbear from tapping the heart with Kagrenac tools and in the folly of seeking to become gods. Breaking the oath was evil, becoming gods was folly. If we sinned, we have paid the price. Naja, kann man jetzt so oder so sehen. Ja gut, auf der anderen Seite hängt er die ganze Zeit rum und macht Hom, 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 Hom. So, aber darüber unterhalten wir uns erst in der nächsten Folge wieder. Ich wünsche euch eine tolle Zeit und auf Wiedersehen.